Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's overcast and cloudy here in central Illinois today. But yesterday when I made my other video and I was mentioning the fact that this was called the set that we're looking at now with the 384, a baby state set, one of my followers, Mom at Mach1, or Mach1, M-A-C-H, I call it Mac, from England said, well, I thought that there was only one with a 318 and 3 cars, which I know that as a baby state set. Yet, I have seen this setup, which Lionel sold. They sold the 384 and the 2 baby state cars as a set. Now, I'm trying to get all this figured out because the 384 was only made from 1930 to 1932. Those mid-size cars there, and you have to bear with me because I'm looking through my Lionel book here. They are what's called the late model size passenger cars, and they were made from 1926 to 1940. So they predate the 384. They also predate the real baby state set, which is the 318. Now, the 318 that I've got here, in 1926, Lionel started to install the 3-position E unit. This has just got the 2-position E unit. And according to my book, if I can find it again, the 318 was the 318, not the 318E, but the 318 was made from 1924 to 1932. So I think it's safe to assume all this is exactly how it would have been sold back at the time. Now, let me set my book down, guys. You've heard me talk about my friend Frank. He was a lot older than me. He owned a clothing store in Mason City, Illinois, and he collected electric trains. Well, a little backstory on this unit. 8 years ago, him and my wife passed away at about the same time. And he had bought this baby state set from the original family in Springfield, Illinois. And when he bought it, it has been virtually unran. I'm going to run it here in a few minutes, and this is the first time, this is only the second time in 8 years since I've owned it that I have ran it. And this has got, I've looked at the information on it. This is a baby state, the baby state brown. This one has cream windows with the brown cow catchers. I believe it also came in red. There's a number of variations with it. And when he got it in all the individual boxes and the set box. But when he passed away, his daughters asked me if there wasn't anything I would like to buy from his collection. I said, yes, I bought this and a couple other sets. But and I'm not a box person at all. I won't give you 2 cents extra for a box set. I just don't want it. But in this case, I wish I had it, because this thing came, as I said, it was virtually brand new. The only thing that was done to it while I knew that he had it was I replaced the wheels on it. The wheels were swelled, it wouldn't run. And this is a tight motor. The pickups on it have got very little, if any, wear. It's even got the original, those are the original flags. I don't know if we can see them or not, but those are the original flags that came with it, the original headlights, which are starting to craze and crack because of the castings, but basically they're still in pretty good shape. So I think we can go with the fact that this is a 318, not a 318E, and it at least dates to 1926, because 26 is when they started with the 3-position E unit. This does not have a 3-position E unit. So that kind of gives us an idea just exactly how old these are. Now, of course, the 384 here had a shorter run than the 318, and of course it's newer. If it was only manufactured from 30 to 32, but of course the cars would have been an easy attachment to it because they were already in production. So that's kind of what we've got. That is the Baby State set, the real thing. I bought it because I was friends with Frank. I wanted something to remember him by, and it's really a nice unit. This was probably one of he was proudest of this. He actually had a State set, but it was nowhere near as nice as this thing is. I mean, I oiled the wheels on these things because they were a little bit stiff. The motor was really stiff. I took the bottom collector plate off and added some oil to it. It's whatever kid owned it treated it like it was gold because it's quite a little outfit. So what we'll do is we'll run it just a little bit. It's a nice looking unit, but that's about the history that I've got on the Baby State set. But here again, to beg the question, for you guys that know what you're talking about, because I don't, I've seen this sold and listed as a Baby State set, but with a steam engine. So does anybody know why? Because I can't find any information out online that they ever sold a so-called Baby State set headed up by a 384. So there's the question of the day. All right, without further ado, let's see if we can get some of this stuff running. And as always, not run it off on the floor. So we'll start with the real Baby State set. And it takes a lot of electricity on my transformer to get that thing running that fast, and it's midway. It's really tight. And almost all the lights work in the passenger cars, and they're probably all original. That 384 always sounds like it's grinding coffee. So which is the real Baby State set? But that is really a pretty little outfit. Like I say, that's the first time it's been ran, or second time it's been ran in the last 8 years. So it's good perhaps to stretch its legs. As long as it doesn't stretch them on the floor. So if any of you experts out there, which I am not, can answer the question, why was this particular set sold as a Baby State set, or did it just garner the name as a Baby State set since it's carrying State set cars? I'd like to know the answer to that question. I'm 75, so I'd like to have it before I die, so chop chop. I have to admit, guys, it's mesmerizing to watch this stuff go round and round and round. How stupid can that be, really? And I got my powered dump car, might as well run it. I shucked the gear on the wheel the other day, so I had to bring it into the maintenance shop, drop the power truck out, get it back on, stake it, back up and running pretty good. You build them, you got to maintain them. Listen to that electric motor hum. Okay, guys, that's it. I have to admit, she runs pretty good after having sat on these shelves for over 7 years. So I tell you what, I'm a bit of a sissy when it comes to this. I hate to run something that's this nice because it literally, there are no marks on this outfit. The couplers aren't even tarnished. It's in really, really, really fine shape. And I have to say, the only thing I truly do regret is I didn't get the boxes for it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have cared if it had just been a nice average set. But to have had the boxes for one that was this nice would have been a real pleasure. All right, guys, I'll let you go. Enough of my blathering. We'll see you later. Be safe out there. Toodaloo.